Hey, welcome. I would like to share a pretty decent method that I have been doing to farm XP. And I do think it's a pretty decent method if you have executed everything perfectly and if you have a correct setup. The caveat for the type of outcome that I get to achieve consistently is to acquire a Rubiss fan. And to level up its reverberating light ability to as high as you can. More importantly, we need to find a partner with Metal Slime Axe equipped. And we want to pay attention to the second skill, the Metallergy. We want to make sure that this character has a good upgrade on. Having the Rubiss fan equipped for one of our characters is just to make the chance of having this consistent result much higher. So if you really don't have it, I think it's fine. I think I did some calculation. It basically lowered your chance to 75% instead of 93.25%. So here's another detail. You need to make sure that you eat your liquid metal chocolate here, because it actually boosts your EXP by 50%. So the first and the last character are who we want to pay the most attention to. The two characters in the middle, I just made sure they equipped with a bunch of special skill that can land a hit on metallic enemies. So let's focus on the strategy we want to use here. After I explain the two skills that are in play, I'm sure you would already figure out what I'm about to show you in the video. So Reverberating Light is a skill that allows you to cast onto another character, and the character that was cast on would be able to execute the same attack special skill twice in a row. And Metallergy is another skill that would be able to output 50-ish damage when it lands a hit. And it has about, I believe it's 75% chance to land a hit. So here we encounter two enemies, and I'm going to basically have Asher cast Reverberating onto Jamie, and Jamie would use its Metallergy skill. And as you can see, it's actually quite simple to basically carry this out, so as long as you have the correct setup. Reverberating Light, if you don't have any upgrade, it does take a long time to refill. So make sure that you have decent upgrade on them to be able to execute this strategy, I guess, more efficiently. So while we're waiting for the skill to refill, we have to rely on the other characters to basically try to land some hits. So that's why it's still important to have them equipped with the skill that can land a hit on metallic enemies. So here you're going to see I just missed a hit. Basically, like I said before, it's 75% chance, so of course it's not 100%. But according to my calculation, you will only have a 6.25% chance that both hits are missed. For the rest of the video, you're gonna see this strategy being executed over and over. And I did try it in another type of dungeon, the Metal King Slime dungeon. But I didn't encounter any Metal Slime King in the middle of the dungeon, so that's why I didn't get to kill any extra Metal Slime King. And I don't think you need to worry about boss, because I don't believe a boss would run away. At least I have never encountered a boss that ran away. So here's the end result. I do have a little modifier from the first 30 days that you join the game. It's a 1.3, and plus the 50% that I supposedly get from the chocolate. For the second half of the video, I'm going to use the same strategy on Metal King door. To be honest, if you don't encounter a Metal King slime in the middle of the dungeon, I don't see much of a difference between this door versus the one that we just went through, the liquid metal door. And to be able to acquire a liquid metal key is much more accessible since we can actually buy it from the buyback merchant. So if you have some decent weapon that you really don't need, you can basically trade them for more points. And to buy a liquid metal key, I think it costs 1,000 points. If you have a better strategy, please do share, because I'm consistently looking for a better way to farming for XP, because it does take a considerable amount of time. I'm going to fast forward this part so you can see my conclusion. So just want to point out that as you can see, really there's not too big of a difference. But of course, every round will be a little different. But at least for me, that with the very limited sample size that I have, I'm not getting that big of a difference here. If you like the video, or if this strategy helps you in any way, please do consider to subscribe. Thank you for watching.